Alright, we're on the week 13 task. I apologize about my, more lack of enthusiasm. I'm doing this now out of anger, for lack of a better word. I've been playing a game all day, and I came to a point where it just pounded my head against a brick wall, so I'm just gonna do something different. So I want to talk about Sebastian Castillo, concerning whether heretics should be persecuted in 1554. And I think this is an interesting source. It's particularly long for the book, I feel. It's a journal entry from a dedication of the book of Duke Christoph of Werderberg. I'm not sure pronunciation on this. But it's really interesting. It goes into something we're still struggling with nowadays, which is just religious persecution. Starting off with the questions, who was the source written for? It was written for Christians. It was written to be peaceful, regardless of what other people's religions are. And that's something that we just suffer with nowadays still. Who was the audience? Again, Christians. The main issues or events were persecution against Turks and Jews, and saying that they shouldn't condemn people, as they use the Bible quote Ephesians 4:3, and then they say, but now when we strive with hate and persecution, we go from bad to worst. Nor are we mindful in our office, saying that we're meant to be peaceful people in this religion, but we're not doing that. Our book tells us, and our gods tell us, and tell us we need to be peaceful. It's what Jesus would want us to be. It's in Ephesians, it's a New Testament, it's what we are told to do, and we're not doing it, regardless of other people's religions. This reveals the problem that, Christians can be hateful people, thinking that they're better than themselves, and that's just a human error. It's not anything wrong with the specific religion itself, it's wrong with the people in the religion. And I apologize, this might not be as long of a video as normally, just going through it. Does the source represent a particular bias? The bias is toward your own kind. You could take this as whether you're Jewish, you're Turk, you're Islamic, you're Taoist. It's just to be peaceful to everybody around you, regardless of their religion, and regardless of what other people tell you how you need to act. Like, period. Excuse me. How are these sources useful? They're useful because they show a real-life situation, and they show that this could be used as an argument for debate, for historical records, for Christian, Islamic, Turk, or Jewish instances of this is how you should act. Follow your religious teachings and just be a peaceful person. How are these sources useful? To whom would they have been useful? Mainly to Christians. And are they reliable? Yes, this is reliable because it's a person using the Bible as a valid source of don't be an asshole, essentially, excuse my language. And the evidence that supports it is the Bible quotes in it. The ones that point out are even just point out Romans 14:3-4. We've got the Ephesians 4:2-3 and Ezekiel 22:4. This just tells us to not be a jerk, and it's not just a period religion thing, it's a period people thing. Just don't be jerks. That's something so hard, especially nowadays when we've politicized a pandemic. It's so hard for everybody to just get along nowadays. And what evidence contradicts it? None. This is such a to the point, don't be a jerk. I can't emphasize this enough. Just whatever religion you are, don't be rude to others. Period. Module 13, task, or primary source, not the task. The task will come later in the night, as that'll be a hopefully longer video. Yeah, I don't have much else to say besides the rise of Christianity at this time caused a lot of disputes, as Christians were supposed to just be peaceful people, and they weren't following it. And that's something we still struggle with nowadays, I feel. As a Christian myself, it's something you just need to look at the Bible and follow just that, and not anything else. And it's hard for people to do that. especially in this. It just tells us to be kind to each other. I don't have much more to say, but we're almost done with the semester. Take care out there.